So once the case has been referred to the HO and they've approved that the further examination will take place, the passenger or the person needs to be booked into detention. So in this step, I'll show you how to do that on Atlas. In this screen, you can see there are no outstanding tasks. If there was an outstanding task called Determine Next Actions, I would select that here. And inside there, I would select the detention service and trigger it from inside there. However, because there's no outstanding tasks, no Determine Next Actions, I can trigger the service from the Manage Case section of the Compliance and Enforcement card. And the service we require is detention. So press Go to trigger the detention service. And we need to select the passengers we wish to put into detention. So I'm going to do one at a time. So select the main applicant. I'm going to be doing first. And we need to do a referral to our own casework team, to ourselves, to the office. So the business area I want to refer to again is Border Force Ports. And the business unit is your home caseworking team. For instance, I'm going to select Calais. Referral information, just a brief outline of the case. So this is country, national. E family member seeking admission, and the deadline for completing the request is going to be 2 hours from the time you're filling in the referral. Press save and continue. And just asking you to upload any relevant documentation to the case. So again, we're back into this task list. So we need to go back to the person summary view. So right click on the back arrow and select person summary. That'll take us back to the person summary view. And we can see now we have an outstanding task. So we'll select and action that service request. And we're going to be accepting it with the due date given. Press save and continue. Then allows us some information about this applicant. So at the moment, this states has an IS-91 been served on care and custody. Now, not every port has care and custody. It will change to be the detention authority, and it's asking whether you're going to serve one because you can't print the 91 until after you finish the service. So that is going to change in the near future. Confirmation you're going to be doing an IS-94, whether it's applicable or not. In this instance, it's not applicable. I'll be holding them for over 24 hours. The type of detention is immigration detention. And it's not an early release scheme. And where was the person initially encountered? And what is the location they're going to be held in detention? And that's going to be a port. Is this a short-term holding facility? Yes. And the date and time detention started, so it's today's date. And the IS-81 was issued at 15:15. And now we're going to say the reason for detention. We need to select. I'm going to be selecting insufficient information. And then a justified explanation of why this is the case. Has detention been authorised? Yes, and the name of the HO authorising that detention. And is further movement required? It's going to be a no. And does the individual hold any medication that you know about? You would not know, nor know if you do know. And just confirming that the person is under restriction type detention. So I'm going to ask you, do you want to manage any associated documents? You need to select yes. And this is where you generate the IS 91R documents from. So again, it's dropped us off into the task list. We need to right click and go back to the person summary screen. And then we have the option to manage associated documents as the outstanding task. So we'll select that. The recipient of the document is going to be the name of the applicant that we want to have on the documents and the document template. So we need to issue number 91 and press to download the document. So it works very similar to SID, and it will open up into a Microsoft Word document. The only difference is it won't save that Word document and merge it onto the system. There are a few teething problems with the templates at the moment, as I'm going to show you. It's not merging all the information as we want it to at the moment, so just be careful with that. However, that is in hand, and hopefully by the time you start using the system live, you won't need to generate documents from SID. So this is how you would generate the documents in future, and I'm not going to show you how to fill in a IS-91, but you get the idea. Once you've printed 2 copies, one for the detainers and one for your port file, you need to scan one of those copies, email it to yourself, and save it into the port's shared drive for casework. You can then upload it onto this system, which is the next step. So we would also want to download, pardon me, we'd also want to download the 91R and 91RA, and perhaps the 94 as well, if that was applicable. So once you've downloaded all those documents and you've scanned in a copy of all the documents you've signed and served onto the passenger, you move on to the next step, which is uploading documents for the party members. So we'll browse, look for where you've saved the copy of the file to in the casework folder for the port. So wherever you saved it for that case, we'll then insert the 91. Just give a brief description of who it's for and what type of document it is. Most documents will fall under the copy of documents from port file document type, and just a description. Can add another document. I'm going to add on the 91R that I've issued to the passenger. Again, selecting the name and the document type, and so I've uploaded all the documents I want to. Could add another one on if I want to. I might add the passenger's passport on, or ticket from the ferry company or bus company. Just as an example for this case. Then upload the passport. Press save and complete, and that will store those documents onto Atlas securely and attach it to this case. This compliance enforcement card we're working on. Go back to the person summary view. We're going to be asked now in this record additional information to make some statements that we have uploaded any relevant information and we've uploaded all relevant documents. and that will happen every time you download documents and upload documents from the system. Right click again, back to person summary. We can see we've completed that service because determine next actions appears here. And if we look on the compliance and enforcement card, we can see that the applicant is in detention at Calais Ports Office. And yeah, if we open up this expand button here, you can see when they were put into detention and any other information you need. If you press view, drill in again, you can see the documents you've uploaded as well onto the system. Important not to forget, if you've got any dependents, you then need to add them onto detention. So you go into the determine next actions, select detention, and then select their name, just as we did, and go through the process for that person as well.